Hey guys, Jose again here with another episode of the ForgeServ Let's Play. Today I thought I'd kind of take a brief interim from our previous magic / progression stuff and take a tour of ForgeServ. So if we walk out the path, that little walled area is actually the village that's kind of near spawn. I've got an aversion obelisk here with soul vials for the 4 major types of mobs, and you can see the range on it with that magic capacitor actually covers the entire village. I've got it powered or running only with the redstone signal, which comes from or running only without a redstone signal, which comes from the solar generator, daylight sensor, and it's being powered by an advanced solar generator from Mechanism. I took a lot of these houses and rebuilt them myself because villager houses are really ugly, so I tried to do some similarly designed compact housing that might look pretty nice. I think I did a pretty okay job with these. I did leave the forestry house and maybe I think 1 or 2 others as is, but a few of the farms have been completely relocated, and as you can see, this house I decided to build from bricks, this one from stone bricks with a brick floor, kind of trying to go with a small but tall feel. And then there's that other house over there. Now the pathway off there, the edge right here to the left, this actually goes to Josh's place. Let's go see what he's been up to lately. So he works on all the trodden dirt stuff. I don't ever use trodden dirt. I prefer my style of path, but trodden dirt does make you walk faster, and he absolutely loves it. Honestly, if it was me, I would probably use brownstone from Tinker's now that it's been re-implemented. But, you know, it's a matter of opinion as to which one works better for you and which one you prefer more. He really likes trodden dirt, like I mentioned. So, you know, to each their own. I like the fact that he always implements some sort of path, though. It does make the place seem connected, and I don't know, I think it's pretty nifty. So up ahead you can see the desert temple he has taken over. He's built a smeltery into one of the temple support pillars, I guess. They're not really a support pillar. I'm not necessarily sure what they are. And he's used chisels and bits to make little covers to sort of make an illusion that it's matching, but he doesn't seem to have everything done. He has a horse here, and it's pretty much how he gets around quickly, because he doesn't necessarily do a whole lot with the mods. He does some stuff, as you'll see, but he doesn't necessarily do a lot with the gear. He likes the Tinker's Traveler's gear, which hasn't been implemented in 1.10, and probably won't based on what Boney has said. So out his front door, you can see a few things that are pretty neat. He's working on this minecart station, or train station, and man, is this beautiful. I am excited to see where this goes, because I love minecarts. He's got graves for a lot of our friends who play on here, too. Kind of scares me a little. We haven't all played on here lately, and we haven't all died, but it's one of the, I guess he made it, because you can rename them in Anvil, so, yeah, I guess this is me. That's a little spoopy. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, so getting back to it, he's got a mechanism balloon. I made that one of the rare drops from Challenger mobs. He's got one of my chunk loaders down, which is cool. I'll show you guys a really cool feature here. If you right-click on them, I just recently wrote a feature to show you the loaded chunks. And I do want to demonstrate this in video. I think I've used it a few times on camera, but maybe haven't talked about it, or maybe have only shown bits and pieces. So it'll let you know in the chat, loaded chunks shown. And my method of doing this without a GUI, and you can see it shows up on the minimap, is it places down red glass panes, but these are client-side. So if I come up and right-click on one of these, which you'll see in a minute after I check out whatever this is, I still don't know what this is. But whenever you right-click on one of these or try to break them, since they're client-side and not server-side, they don't actually exist. So you see if I break this, nothing really happens. If I right-click on them later, nothing happens. They just disappear. So that's kind of a nice way of demonstrating which chunks are loaded. He's got a nice, very compact mana farm up here. Super compact, but I guess it works. It's not really that impressive for just one day bloom. But whatever works for him. He doesn't seem to use a whole lot of mana. He does have a whole lot... Oh, and here you can see the chunk message rewrites itself. He doesn't have a whole lot, but he has some IC2 stuff, and he does lots of farms. He's really awesome at making these little farms of his. So here you can see we've got wheat, carrots, potatoes, and sugarcane. And then down another store, he's got beetroots, some red orchids from extra utilities, some berries, and also some cacti. So after we're done here, we're going to end up in some mysterious place unknown to any man. Okay, just kidding. It's pretty much known to everyone on the server where this is, but how to get to it is meant to be a secret, so I'll leave it that way. That's why I'll cut to the inside. So this is someone's base whose name I'm not going to disclose, not because they asked for privacy, just because he likes to be hermitic. He likes the dwarf lifestyle on the server, so I won't even tell you where I am. I just wanted to show you around this person's base, who I'm not going to distinguish in particular. He got all those tanks of lava legitimately by bucketing them up from underground lava pools, which is crazy. But he has a very beautiful blood magic altar here that isn't quite done, but his blood altar is, I think it's tier 3 at this point, and he's using incense to kind of boost up some of his levels, which is pretty cool. I've never actually gotten this far in blood magic. I have plans for doing that, hopefully. Maybe, I'm thinking maybe next week after I get done moving. While I'm running around kind of showing off some stuff, I want to discuss real quick, after changing view bobbing off, because I realized that the running speed change from the Sojourner Stash is annoying as heck. I am actually working on moving, so I hope to not have an interruption in my videos, but I might. So I wanted to take a second to fix that water source missing in his potato farm, because I'm a nice guy. So I came over here to where I knew he had 2 separate water sources, turned them into an infinite pool, put them back, and then turned back around and filled in that one missing hole. I don't think he'll mind the smooth stone because he wants to make all of this basalt anyways, and I have a thorough feeling that he's going to end up borrowing the basalt from me because I've been digging out a lot of it. On purpose, because I know he needs it. I don't actually care for basalt too much. It's not that I don't like it when it's used, it's that I can't build with it very productively myself. I find it rather difficult to do. So we'll head back over. I get a little confused around here since none of his walls are finished or anything. So that's pretty much his place. He's got a little side room in here. And so I'm going to grab my charge porter, head back home. And I wanted to demonstrate something that I built in my little village area. And in order to do that, I'm going to need 2 more wither skeleton skulls. So let's go grab them from the nether. So I made this nether fortress, or nether portal with chisel and bits. I absolutely love that mod. I got suffocated here, I think on the back side, or the side piece of the obsidian on the portal. I'm not really sure why. Don't really care. It's not a big deal. So if we run up my crazy ladder stairs and go all the way out here, at the very end there's stairs, normal stairs, back down. And at the end of those stairs there's a convenient minecart track that took me ages to make. Now I'd spent all day last Friday, both at work and at home, trying to work on this, and I got this done finally. Just go ahead and make those sounds go away. And so it is a completely refined, completely finished minecart track that goes bi-directionally. Some would complain about the lever in the middle. I don't care anymore. At first I was like, yeah, you know, I might want to change that, but after all the work I've put into this, I no longer care. It's one of those things that I've discovered is just simply good enough. I may eventually feel the need to go through and fix that, but definitely not right now. But right up here to the left, you're going to see in just a few minutes exactly why I built a tunnel like this. First of all, this goes to our Nether Fortress. There was not one very close. I used an Ender IO glider to try to find it, and I finally found this one, which was the closest one I could find. But that gas right there is the reason why we have a fully covered, fully finished minecart track. I know it's not max speed. I know I could have used a teleporter. I know I could have used, or rather a matter receiver and transmitter. I know I could have done several other different things, but I feel like minecart tracks are kind of underappreciated and underused, so I figured it was worth a shot to just go ahead and do it like this anyways. And I think it's really nice looking. As far as all those stairs there on the side, you know, the way this is designed is meant to avoid mob spawns, and it does so super efficiently. As you notice, there wasn't a single mob in there. And there's an extra minecart on the end. That's kind of irritating. But I was able to use Sai to place down those stairs too, so that was nice. So I'm going to hop over, just cut around to when I finally find the skeletons that give me the wither skeleton skulls. I actually killed several, but I figured I would cut around and save you guys the heartache of not finding them. So, mystery chicken in the nether, and then our second wither skull. And this is what used to be my tinker's farm. It's now a mine shaft and this wither skeleton spamming room. So I'll save you guys the time, quickly kill this wither at the end of the tour, because I wanted to just show you guys how this works. You guys have already seen the enchanting room and everything else, so that'll conclude it.